Hi guys, it's Gabrielle, and today I'm just gonna do a little chit chat, get ready with me. I just got out of the shower, so obviously my hair is wet. So I'm just gonna prep the hair a little bit. It's towel dried, so it's not sopping, but it's also not obviously dry. So I'm gonna use some of Ouai's Wave Spray. This stuff is magical. I am almost done with it, but that's okay. I'll just pick up another one. I just pretty much spritz it into my hair, which is naturally slightly wavy, and then I just kind of scrunch it up, kind of mess it up a little. It really does make a difference. I feel like a lot of hair products, sometimes you don't really notice too much of a difference, but I know sometimes my waves can fall flat, and this spray really defines it, makes it look fun and beachy. So while my hair is drying, I will move on to my makeup. So I know it looks a little messy, but I'm just gonna put it up so it is out of my way. Okay, so I haven't put anything on my face yet. So I'm gonna moisturize with this moisturizer. This is Pacifica Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream. So it's a really great middle ground moisturizer. It's nothing super hydrating, but it's also not so light you barely feel like you've put anything on your face. So I really like it. It's also fairly affordable. So it's a really great option, I feel like, for a lot of people. And Pacifica is such a great brand too. Okay. So while that sinks in, I'm just going to actually spray this on top. I've been liking doing this step because it's been so hot, especially in Los Angeles. This is just the Rose Flower Hydro Mist, also from Pacifica. I swear this video is not sponsored. I like kind of just spritzing on top. And it smells so good. It smells like roses. So if you like the scent of roses, then you'll probably like this spray. So I'm just gonna take my Real Technique sponge and kind of just press everything in. So I'm actually gonna start off with my brows today, kind of going slightly out of order, but that's okay. I'm just going to brush them through with a little spoolie and then fill them in. The pencil that I've been using lately is from NYX. It's their eyebrow powder pencil. It's really great if you just kind of want a quick fill in. And if your brows are fuller, this is a really great pencil. Typically I prefer the micro pencils, but sometimes it can take a while to fill in your brows if they're on the thicker side. And voila! To set my brows, I'm going to be using my favorite brow gel, which is Anastasia's Clear Brow Gel. This stuff is like hairspray in a bottle. It works so well. Really keeps my brows in place. This is like my third tube. So to prime my eyes today, I'm just going to be using some Benefit Highbrow, just kind of using it as a cream base. Any eye pencil primer would work. I just like this one because it's a bit corrective and it has some pigment. So moving on to eyes, I'm going to be using a Pacifica eyeshadow palette. I just picked this one up. It's in Beachy Punk. I've been using it for the past week or so, and it's actually been really nice and fun. So I'm using this lightest shade, this one right here. It's kind of a light pink. Just using it underneath my brow bone. This palette has so many different colors, it's kind of crazy, but I do like it, and most of the shadows that I've used from this palette so far have been pretty pigmented, and they blend out really nicely. What colors do I want to go for today? I am really loving these. I have been wearing them a lot lately though, but why not? Let's go for it. So I'm going to go into this deep rust shade right here and tap off the excess. Just going to pop it in the crease. So to deepen up the outer corner, I'm going to go into this black shade right here. It's a matte black. This isn't the blackest black that I have ever come across, but that being said, sometimes it's nice to have something a little softer, because then it looks more natural and it's easier to blend out. Okay, now for all over the lid, what I've been using lately is this shimmery kind of bronzy shade. But let's see. Yeah, why don't we go with that shade? Because why not? So I'm just gonna press it all over the lid. It's a really beautiful shade. You can get a really nice everyday kind of bronzy smoky eye or classic eye with this palette. Then you also have the pops of color, like that purple, and there's a blue and a green. So it's really great palette with a lot of options. The purple I would recommend using a base with, just because it's for the most part shimmery, so it's like a really nice top coat shadow. Or I would use like some type of eyeshadow base or a stickier base, like maybe even a glitter base, just so you get more pigment from it. So I'm going to take this little smudger brush and essentially do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to take some black, smudge it out. I feel like a lot of people don't apply shadow underneath their eyes. Let me know what you guys prefer. I kind of like the look with a little bit. It seems a little more grungy and a little more smoky. I'm going to just take that bronze lid shade and work it in. Okay, and then for the inner corner, I like going in with this shimmery coral shade. Just kind of popping it in. Normally I like using a champagne shade in the inner corners of the eyes, but since this palette doesn't have one, I've just been using the lightest shimmer, and that's this coral shade. And I haven't been hating it. It's fun. Obviously it won't work for every single look, but it's nice. So I'm gonna put a hold on the eyes and go back to the face for a second. I didn't really get any fallout, so if there was any, I kind of just picked it up with my sponge there. And then for foundation, I'm finally using my summer foundation, which is Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6.5. This is going to be a pinch dark for me, I believe, but I'm kind of in between shades right now. This is a beautiful foundation. Let's see. It's very natural, like your skin, but better. Kind of like that kind of makeup. This foundation is really stunning. So you can see, it doesn't really emphasize my pores or anything. And it looks just like skin, but it's covered up my redness for the most part, which is, I feel like, my biggest issue. My under eyes, you can still see that I have darkness, especially when the light isn't kind of blowing it out slightly. So I'm going to conceal those. But I wouldn't want a foundation to be able to conceal my under eyes, because then that means it's concealing everything way too much. Speaking of under eyes, I know this has seen better days, but I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage in shade SC5. I take the peachy shade, just kind of press it with my finger. Just where the purple tones need to be corrected. And then the lighter shade that's closer to my skin tone, I just press right on top and pull it out a little. This is probably my favorite under eye concealer. It is a little drying, so if you have mature skin, I feel like use this with caution. But I honestly really love it. The coverage is definitely there. Yet it doesn't look cakey because it's so pigmented. It's just able to cover everything up. Our AC broke the other day and it was miserable. It was so hot. I tried filming a video and I got through it, but I don't know if I'll be posting it just because it was so incredibly hot. But now it's all good, so I'm happy. I'm going to use a little bit of highlighter. This is a NYX Wonder Stick. I know I'm kind of bouncing around from high-end to drugstore, but I do really like this highlighter. I've been preferring cream highlights lately over powder. And then just a little here. The packaging on this could be better though. It's very wobbly. But like I said, this is drugstore, so I can't be super picky. I'm just blending it out with the sponge. They do have a contour bronzer side on the other side, but I don't really like the shade of it, so I won't be using it today. Sometimes I use it, but today I don't feel like it. We'll just go without contour. I know it's crazy, right? Going without contour. So I should have done this in the beginning, but I'm just gonna pop on some chapstick. My lips are slightly dry right now. This is just the classic chapstick in cherry. I have other lip balms. I just kind of grab whatever's closest. Is anyone else like that? Okay. So going back to eyes, I have an eyeliner. This eyeliner actually has been really great to me. It's a Pacifica eyeliner in black. Like I said, this isn't sponsored. It's just, I just had a eco-friendly kind of cruelty-free shoot for a magazine, and I got a lot of these products for the shoot, and it was a really nice surprise with how everything turned out. So if you want to see photos from that, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and they should be posted within the month. This eyeliner is fairly black, especially for a natural brand. And I like it. The only thing is, eyeliners are very peculiar in the way that sometimes some of them set really quickly, so it's hard to smudge them out. This one smudges out beautifully if you want that kind of grungy smudged look, but that also means that it takes a longer time to set, so you get more playtime with it. So if you want to blend it out or smoke it out, it's amazing. But if you are really quick and running out the door, it's going to take a hot minute to settle in. It's just different. It's not good or bad. And then on the waterline, this goes on beautifully, but nothing ever stays on my waterline. Like, I've tried almost everything that I could, but I'm gonna apply it anyways and see how long it lasts. I'm kind of growing over the whole like huge lash trend. I don't know about you guys. I think there's a time and place for them, obviously, and you do you. But lately, I don't know, they've just been such a bother. I just want to pop on some mascara and head out the door. Anyways, this is the Buxom Big Tease mascara, and this mascara is amazing. It's super lengthening. It could be a little more volumizing in my opinion, but it looks like your real lashes and they look super long. So, and I like the brush, how it kind of becomes thinner at the bottom, because then you can grab those lower lashes really nicely. I always have the weirdest makeup faces, so I apologize in advance. Since I'm done with creams on my face, I'm just gonna go one more time into the setting spray. I love setting spray. It feels so nice. It's so refreshing, especially in the summer. If you want a little bit of a pick-me-up, setting spray is an awesome way to do it. You can also put it in the fridge, and then that'll be nice and cold. And then for lips, I'm just gonna pop on my current favorite lipstick. This is from Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. It's kind of a Your Lips But Better shade, or My Lips But Better. It's like the perfect nude for me. It's like pinky. Since I applied it over the chapstick, it's a little bit of a sheen to it, but normally it's matte. But I don't really mind the sheen. I think it's pretty. So just to set some of the makeup, I do like this glow that I have, but can be a little much. So I'm just gonna take a translucent powder and powder the places where I don't necessarily want shine. Just taking a big fluffy brush. Don't forget to set your under eye area, because you don't want that to crease. And you don't need too much powder. Powder really makes the whole look start to look cakey. I can tell that I'm gonna need a little bit of blush action going on, just because all the attention right now is on my eyes and slightly on my lips. So I'm gonna take this blush from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Pink Rose. It's pretty much the blush that I use on a daily basis. Bobbi Brown blushes are really pigmented, so less is definitely more. You can always build it up. Kind of using it slightly as a contour and kind of pushing it up. It's kind of like how I like wearing my blush. And even if you want to take a little bit up in the hairline just to warm up the face slightly, you could definitely do that. Obviously this blush color is natural enough for my skin tone that I can get away with it. So to finish off the look, I'm just going to go in one more time with the wave spray. Just going to scrunch it up. I am all ready for a night out, but this makeup could honestly be a daytime makeup. It could be pretty much whatever you want it to be. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around while I get ready, and I'll see you guys next time. So be sure to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is gabriellehmua. I post product shots of products that I've been loving, new products I'm trying out, photos of my work, photos of kind of behind the scenes on film sets. So go ahead and check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.